Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Virgo for mid-month December. You can have Virgo anywhere in your chart, you can be a cross-watcher. All that I ask is that if you are here watching this reading that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, Virgo, when I was getting into your energy so far this month, I have been being called to get messages through songs, and the song that you got was it's called Promises by Eric Clapton. So when you just hear the song title, it's like, just the word promises can really pertain to a lot of different things. It can pertain to relationships, it can pertain to promises to ourselves, it can pertain to contracts and whatnot. But then once you listen to the song, you actually see that it's a promise that is being broken. And I think the whole song is about like a long-term relationship that is coming to an end, that it's like they made a promise to each other, whether it was spoken out loud or just like known between the two people, like energetically, I guess, or just like it was unspoken. Or it could be like a marriage, it could be a job, it could be a friendship, it could be a myriad of different things. But it's about things that just like are no longer suited to us, and accepting that fact and kind of just being able to move on. So we'll see if that is going on with you guys here in this reading. So can we get a message for Virgo for the month or mid-month December, please? Virgo mid-month December message. Okay, Six of Coins, yes. Six of Coins is all about equal give and take. And that's what a promise is supposed to be, right? That's like what a commitment is supposed to be. It's supposed to be even. And what's interesting is with this Six of Coins, I don't know how well you can see this. My lighting's not very good, but it's almost like these Six of Coins are in a cage. So it is something that you might feel a little bit trapped by. And also because the Four of Cups is on the bottom, and the Four of Cups oftentimes can represent like missed opportunities, but it's almost like you feel like you're missing opportunities because you're in a situation that doesn't serve you or the other person anymore, is what I'm hearing. And really you want something that is going to offer this, that is going to bring balance into your life, whether it be with another person or another financial situation or career or whatever. You're just not feeling satisfied anymore. Yeah. So this is interesting because we have the Devil, which is all about like toxic kind of things that we're bound to, right? And it's interesting because both of these things are constrained. They're both contained. These Six Pentacles are in a cage, and these people are tied up and cannot get out. Let's see, Two of Pentacles on the bottom. It's also interesting because I feel like you're doubting yourself. You're wondering if wanting out of this situation is toxic. It's like you don't know if you can trust your intuition. You're doubting yourself and your intuition is what I'm also hearing here. Because of the Two of Pentacles. Because the Two of Pentacles is typically about like, juggling things. And so I feel like you feel torn. I'm hearing that. You feel torn in some way. And I'm getting that too because this card is so symmetrical, and it's also like the masculine and feminine sides, and they're both like separated from each other, so it feels like they're like kind of torn apart. But also it could be like I really feel like you do feel trapped in a situation. Also because these two pentacles are also tied together, if you can see that. These two pentacles are also tied together, and you feel like with this hand coming up out of the ocean, it's almost like you feel out of control. Like you can't control. It's like you feel so tied to this situation that you can't control it. Like you can't get out of it. You don't see a way out. Huh. Okay, let's continue with, well, that's good. Got the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. And the Ace of Swords on the bottom. It's almost like I'm getting with this Ace of Swords, like cutting these people down from this. Even though it's clarifying this Nine of Cups, it's like this has to happen. This cut of toxic energy of, I really feel like this could be the relationship you're in too. It's like you feel so bound by it and you feel stuck. And when I say relationship, I mean like it can be a long-term commitment. It can be a best friend. It could be a job. It literally could be anything that can bind someone to it, right? And it's like this sort of truth has to come in and just like sever you from the situation. Now this could have already happened, because there's a lot of, it's like goes from like burdened to joy very, very fast here. Burden to joy. Because of one thing that happens. Either you have already done this one thing, or you need to do it. And you're about to do it. It's one thing that needs done to just cut you off from this darker, toxic energy. It's interesting. I think I want to get one more. Do we need one more? Yes, okay. What else for Virgo mid-month December, please? Virgo mid-month December. And look how these people are so caged, right? Like this, both of these cards have cages in them, and this one is like so open and free. I love it. What's with this Nine of Cups for Virgo mid-month December, please? Nine of Cups for Virgo. Virgo, mid-month December, Nine of Cups. What's with the Nine of Cups, please? That's so many. Can't take that. That was like seriously like 20 cards. Can I have a card to go with this Nine of Cups for Virgo, please? What goes with this Nine of Cups for Virgo? What is this? Wish fulfillment, this joy. Okay. Okay, this is nice. You know, we have sixes on both sides. The Six of Coins, and this is in a cage. Now, this is also contained, but it's the same energy as this. It's a cup energy. It's an emotional fulfillment type of energy. And the Six of Cups represents, now it really depends on how you view things or like your belief systems, but it can often represent past life connections, past life gifts. But if you don't believe in that, if you don't believe in past lives, it can represent things from your youth, whether, you know, whatever your youth means to you, you know, to 20-year-old, their youth means like their childhood when they were children. Now to someone who is like 70, their youth might be when they were 30. So it really just depends on your interpretation of time. But now it's interesting because with the Six of Coins, there's a need for reciprocity, right? Like that is the meaning of that card. And with the Six of Cups, you can see these people giving each other, it's like one person's giving a gift, but it's almost like you can't tell who's giving it and who's receiving it. It's like truly equal. I like that. You know what's so interesting? This is what I'm seeing here. This picture is what's happening in this cup that he's holding. He's seeing that in the cup, and that's what brings him joy. He's like seeing a truth. His truth. And it's almost like he's gone through every other cup looking for his answer, and finally he found the answer. And it's something that if you don't already know this person, it's someone that you will know immediately once you meet them. And if it's not a person, it's like a thing that you try. All of a sudden, it's like you will feel like a weight lifted and be like, this is what I've been searching for. This is it. Whether it be a person or a thing, like a passion. It could definitely be a person because because of the cup energy. It's a very emotional thing. Now we do have the Hierophant on the bottom, which is interesting because if you look at it, it's almost like he's opening this box and seeing truth. And that's what I'm getting with this. It's like you're seeing your truth. You're almost like you're being gifted your truth after having the courage to sever whatever this is over here. You are gifted with your your fulfillment, right? Okay, we're going to use Lovely Omens to clarify. I think I'm just going to clarify each group here. Oh, okay, I didn't really say anything yet. Now that was the Knight of Swords. Now you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, in this situation, right? Because the Knight of Swords did come out, but I hadn't specified yet. But that is someone you could be dealing with. It does not have to be. But it could also be like that similar feeling that I was getting with the Ace of Swords here about like that's what you're needing to do. That's what you're needing to embrace here. Okay, so let's clarify the Six of Coins and the Devil energy for Virgo mid-month December, please. Clarify Six of Pentacles and Devil energy for Virgo. Okay, well, we've got the Devil on the bottom, so I definitely feel like this is what's supposed to be out here. We have the Five of Wands, which is like fighting. Sorry. It's just like, if this is like a toxic relationship, obviously there could be a lot of fighting going on, especially with the Devil twice here. Seems very, very toxic and like you're trapped and you can't get out. It's so interesting. The Emperor. So that's a Aries energy. So yeah, hang on. And the Moon, Cancerian energy. So we have Capricorn, Taurus, Aries, Cancer heavily here. So, okay. Okay, you guys, this is what I'm hearing. Now, the Emperor doesn't have to be a man, right? It just is represented by, it's like the masculine energy of someone or something. And what I'm hearing is that there's a really, really, really strong personality that you're dealing with that it's almost like it's their goal, even if it's unintentional, but I'm not hearing that it's like super unintentional. I feel like it's somewhat intentional. So maybe like a bit of a narcissist going on here. I don't like throwing that word around very much, but it could be that kind of vibe. But it's almost like they want, if not subconsciously, to keep you shrouded in illusion. And the toxicity is like keeping you stuck in the toxicity because of the moon. The moon hides things. It makes things, it casts a veil over things. And I feel like sitting next to the Emperor and the Five of Wands, and especially with this cage energy, it's almost like this person is really, really trying to cage you in, and you don't see that it's them necessarily. Or, you know, if it's like a job, it could be like your boss is willing to do anything, say anything, to keep you in a position that just does not feel natural to you anymore because it benefits them. But also I'm strongly getting the long-term relationship, that there is someone that, you know, it's so weird. In this card, this Emperor, if you see, its eyes are down here, and then here, let me get something a little bit. Its eyes are right here, and they're like slits. And then above it are its eyebrows, but it also looks like eyes. I don't know if you can see it. Can you? There, that might be a little bit better. Those look like eyes. So it's almost like I'm getting like someone is not who they pretend to be. Like maybe even around other people. Like by now, if you've been in a long-term relationship with this person, you've seen this aspect, I'm sure. Maybe you've written off like excuse after excuse for this person. But also it's like to other people, they just completely falsify who they are. Like they look like this regal person, but really it's like they're someone else. If this is like an abusive situation, you know, please find the proper avenues to help you in, like, because every community has things like organizations that can help people in these kinds of situations. But it can also just be emotionally manipulative and abusive, right? Like, and sometimes when we are being emotionally abused, we don't know it. We really don't know it. And we only come to realize it after we leave a situation. It's like the cloud lifts and yeah. I don't even remember what was on the bottom for this. I don't even know if I looked. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups, please, for Virgo mid-month December. Virgo mid-month December, please. Clarify Virgo mid-month December. The Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups, please. Can we clarify the Nine of Cups and Six of Cups? Nine of Cups and Six of Cups. I'm trying to think about the number 6 that could pertain to. I did hear 6 months earlier. I've been getting that in a lot of the readings, actually. Is like there's something about this 6 month time frame. Oh, and that reminds me, for the Leo reading, I think it was like after I had finished the reading, I realized that I had been talking about the Cancer, Capricorn eclipse cycles that we had just come out of about 6 months ago. And like that was the last one, was about 6 months ago. And the like the post, I don't know, shadow. I cannot think of the word right now. It's just like the energy that comes after a celestial event and how long it lasts. So the Cancer, like the eclipses, those energies last for about 6 months. And so I'm hearing something about that because it's book ended by 2 6s here. Okay. Temperance, yes. With 9 of Pentacles on the bottom, that's awesome. So you have 2 9s here. Now, I love this because the 9 of Pentacles is about independent energy. You are finding your joy. You're finding what makes you light up. It's like that weight that we were talking about, right? Oh, my teeth just did something really weird. I think talking about this might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, or even thinking about this. If you haven't left this situation yet, you might feel so uncomfortable even like giving it a thought, not being tied to whatever this is. But I'm telling you, it's something that's needing to happen because the Knight of Pentacles is like that. You don't have any weight on your shoulders to carry around. You don't have other people's burdens to carry as your own. You find something that is completely in tune with you, who you are, especially with Temperance here. It's like Temperance is about balance and bringing, it's like calming. She's always tempering fire and water. And so it's like, I don't know, she's just balancing it. And that's interesting because she's sitting like she's in a chair, but she doesn't actually have a chair. And she's letting the water pour onto her. It's like you're letting this emotional fulfillment, this emotional well-being kind of like fall into your lap. That's kind of what it feels like here because the water is pouring through her hands and onto her lap. It's like, even if you feel like you don't catch it, right? Like you drop the ball, it's still going to land in your lap. Like the universe won't have it any other way. I like that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get some advice for you, Virgo, and see what... Okay. Oh, I like this. On the bottom it says, have faith in your dreams. Which, yes, I feel like you definitely are being called to do. It's like something is calling you. Something is having you come in and it's like presenting itself to you. Maybe you're supposed to be doing a lot of work in water, like either, scrying or just baths, whatever it is you're called to do, like really kind of work with water right now. Okay. Full moon in Leo, which that happens in like either late January or February, like first 2/3 of February. Don't let pride get in your way. That's interesting. Because maybe, you know what I'm hearing? It's like almost like this person's pride. Because they're the ones coming in very, very prideful, and you are coming in a little bit more reserved. And I hate to use the word meek, but that is the word that's coming to mind. It's like, don't let this person's pride get in your way. And then waning moon, what do you need to release? Oh my gosh. Sorry. So it could either be like, and everything can be vice versa as well. So if you're this person, you're this person. But it's like, release either this person's pride or the pride that you have being tied to whatever this is. Like, you might feel pride in this. You might feel pride, like if you've been married for 30 years, you probably feel pride in that, even if it's a toxic situation. If you've had the same job and worked and climbed the ladder and worked your way up, you have a lot of pride tied into that, even if it is a toxic situation. Okay, so I feel like it's talking about your pride and the other situation's pride, the other person, the other situation. Because it's like, what do you need to release? You already know what you need to release. Release pride in whatever form that takes. Okay, so Virgo, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it resonated, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.